Hi everyone, welcome back to the Legend of Zelda 100% walkthrough with me, Austin John Plays of the YouTube channel Austin John Plays, which you're currently watching. In our previous episode, we did everything. That's right, we did everything. The Song of the Hero. I'm not going to have the graphic on screen because, well, we already have all the hearts, all the gratitude crackles, the medals, everything other than the Hylian Shield, but I'm going to go get that on my own off screen because I'm going to have a separate video on how to do the lightning round outside of this. Anyways, today we are going to be picking up exactly from the last video where I got the chests that were on this little island over here. We're going to go onto the Windfish, who likes to circle this area. He's over here right now. We're going to hop onto Big Fish Head. Beautifully executed. And that's going to start our cutscene because the other three dragons taught us their parts of the song. Now it's time for Levias to live up to his part of the bargain too. With some bushy eyebrows. So you learned all three parts of the song from the dragons. Yep, that's exactly what I just recapped to the audience. True to my word, I will perform the last part of the song for you. Ahem. Hang on, Link. Don't fall. Don't fall. How loud would it be if a whale were to sing? Huh? I love that. I love that. Dragon time. Heard you like dragons, Link. There we go. Now the Song of Hero is complete. Now that you know the song, I trust you know what to do with it. That old song opens a door to a great trial. Should you succeed in conquering the challenge awaiting you there, I'm certain the path to the Triforce will be revealed to you. Thanks, fish. Before I go ahead and do this, I am going to be going back to Lanayru and I'm going to be doing the last trial. Well, the Thunder trial for the 8 bosses. That way I could get the quote-unquote most durable shield in the game. Spoilers, it's the Hylian Shield. It's not a spoiler, it's on the box art. And it's also on the amiibo for Skyward Sword. I mean, not you know, the newest Zelda plus Loftwing amiibo, but 30th anniversary Link amiibo. So again, I am going to be making a dedicated video going over, you know, best method for the lightning round and completing it and everything. But for the time being, just a little hint, if you're having trouble and you really want this shield, the best thing to do is you can make a potion and right before you enter, you drink the potion. Obviously, you can't bring the potion in with you. However, the effects of the potion will still remain on your character when you go into the trial. That includes the stamina potion and more importantly, the one that negates all damage. And that will also work with the potion medal. Not my personal fastest, but did it with no hearts lost. That's the important part. A minute 26, but I got a few hits on me. I didn't realize Girahim 2 didn't have any pots. Maybe I should start with that one. Horrible time. Horrible, horrible time. He got close to the top, but I only lost like, I don't know, 1, maybe 2 hearts. That's fine. Not my best time, and I lost a heart. I'm out of it today, man. Gonna head up to the top. Grab all these delicious, delectable hearts up here, because I'm pretty much invincible up here, and fill up my bombs. Nice. Just needed that one last hit. Wow, that was a horrible, horrible time. But left the battle with no hearts lost. And that makes 8 battles. Quit now and you'll get yourself an absolutely sturdy shield. Yes. And boop. I got the Hylian Shield. This legendary shield is imbued with heroic power, making it completely indestructible. Funny enough, I think we're done with the ground. Yes, except for the final sequence of the game, we're done with the surface. So back to Skyloft, I guess. This is pretty much what I would recommend for, I mean, this isn't the final loadout of the game, but it's gonna be. What we're gonna be doing in the episode is gonna be a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't require hearts, and then it's just nice to have the fairies. So before I even think about doing, you know, red potions and upgraded red potions and stuff like that, I'm just fine with these 3 fairies I have, and boom. Now we look like Link. Look at that. That's a nice looking shield right there. Now's also a time for another quick little chat. As far as Dusk Relics, we are going to be entering the last Silent Realm of the game. And, well, I don't know if the Thunder round you can actually get and farm Dusk Relics that way. But I'm looking over this, and if you did want to play in Hero Mode, remember we had this talk about the Monster Horns before. If you did want to play in Hero Mode, you require 8 Dusk Relics to upgrade every single item in the game. However, you only need 2 Dusk Relics to upgrade the Scatter Shot, and then everything else is for the Quiver. By the time you get the Quiver, you're going to be entering a Silent Realm. So, I mean, they're not worth a lot of money. They're only 30 rupees each. So, if you get them, think of them as 30 rupees, but nothing too special past that. Oh, the Pumpkin game, you could get them. Yeah. Anyways, if you landed here, you probably saw this. Let's play some harp. I almost said let's play some violin. Alright, Fee, time for the song of the hero. I'm pretty sure Link wasn't hitting nearly as many strings as it sounded like. This dude is still just standing behind me looking at the sky. Alright, time for this final Silent Realm. It's weird that Skyloft, the place we've been so many times, is now a Silent Realm. Listen, if you're doing this, Skyloft, you're gonna be seen, okay? It's almost near impossible from what I've seen. All right, there is one on top of here. You can get that one first. It is very dangerous, and then it's very dangerous to hop down as well. And then there's also one right here, and I definitely want to save that one for later because, like I said, you will be seen. I want to start this run off by getting these 2 that's going to be right here. I know that there is another one right there, but I don't want to grab it just yet, just because the one on the bridge could be a little iffy. So we're going to get these 2. I'm saving these 2 for later. So first... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There we go. Got my first one. If doing that is a little too stressful for you, then I'd recommend getting the one here on the floor, but all of these are going to be stressful, okay? With that out of the way, we're going to head to the Knights Academy, and we're going to get these 2 right here. Be sure to grab the Dusk Relics on your way. Can I not go over this bench? I guess I can't. Be careful of that proxy guy right there. Because if you jump off at the wrong place, he's going to see you. And the same route that we did for the Grandmaster's Cat, we're going to do the same thing. This proxy guy, he can see you, it's fine, because you're about to walk into one of the teardrops. So you're safe. Okay, this guy down here, even if he does see you, you are fine. You only need to push this a total of 4 times. And then we climb on top. And then we hop off, and we're good. So much time to get that. Next up, we're going to be getting this one here, and then we're going to be heading to the lower route and getting this one down here. Well, it's actually not located there. It's actually located like here-ish, but we're going to be jumping down to this right side for it. This one is right out in the open, and there it is. I mean, if you want to be risky about it, yes, you could just kind of run off of the ramp and then onto this plank. Or you could walk the other way around. Next up, there's one right in the middle. There's one on the other side of the lake. Also, fun fact, because this is called walking water, you can literally walk on it. No problem. So, if you do get caught, feel free to just run on the water. Like Jesus. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get caught, but I have time. I want to run across, and I want to get this one over here first. So now you can do reckless things like this. You know, if you want to shave off a few milliseconds on your speed run there, homie. With those two out of the way, there's one on the bridge, there's one up here, there's one down here, and there's one by the graveyard. And these four, I don't know if there's a good course to get them. I would say this one either on your way in or out. And then we're going to aim for this one. There's so many guardians around here. Follow up with this one and then this one. Oh, be careful. These guys who just stand in the corner, those are really tricky proxy guys. And you have to like stay very much out of their way. Otherwise they will 100% find you. Same thing with this guy up here. At the bottom of the shed, he's just chilling there. So if you go on the left side, he will spot you. To get around this guy on the bridge, you just go up one of the railings, hop down. I'm not going to get it yet. Instead, I want to go up and I want to get the one at the top. Because, yeah, this. I mean, you can time it and walk in the middle, no problem. And then just because Link does a wide outside turn, I missed. But that's fine because I marked this one down as being right here. Getting out of here, you have to time the walking water because it's going to flood right here. Oh, yep, there it is. I was like, where is it? It should have been here by now. Anyways, we're just going to run down to the graveyard and grab this last one safely. Watch out for our little gravekeeper down here. Oh, he's a proxy guy. Didn't realize that. Back onto the bridge. We're going to get this one. That just leaves the three that we left specifically for the end. This one up here. If you got this tier on your way in and you were caught by something around here, then you would probably go for this one afterward. So I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to climb to the top of here, and then I'm going to get the one right outside of the circle. Simple as that. That would be your emergency tier in case you needed it. Yeah, now we're going to be going on top of the lighthouse. There is one of these snitches over here, and I mean, I'm not really too worried about him. He is a proxy guy, but even if he spots you, by the time you get up here, you should have plenty of time to actually get that one before that guardian hits you. And last but not least, we're going to roll off. It doesn't matter if we're seen. And we're going to get this last tier, and we're done. Yeah, unlike the Lineru one, I'm not going to recommend you hang out and try to get more Dusk Relics because, oh, this Skyloft is a spicy place. I got the Stone of Trials. This engraved object was created to lead the chosen hero to the hidden location of the Triforce. If you hit the start button, you can see the Stone of Trials over here. And you can probably figure out where the Stone of Trials goes. You've seen it. In fact, I pointed it out in the first episode. That's how readily available the location of the Stone of Trials has been. You know that weird duck statue in the corner? Right by the waterfall? With the one eye? Well, if you go ahead and you investigate that one eye. Look familiar? Duck statue is going to get all spinny like. It's going to face the island. A cannonball shoots out. Nothing happens. Link just stands there like, does something supposed to happen? Boom. And part of the island of the goddess just falls away. And now it's going to shoot some balls into the air that are like these weird floating balloons, and they're all hookshot targets. Claw shot targets. Sorry, I know I say hookshot all the time. A report, Master. My calculations indicate an 85% chance that the structure you uncovered houses the Triforce. It was underneath our noses all along. let's just go ahead and claw shot into the building. I hope you guys are ready for, no lie, an amazing final dungeon. Like if you ever did like Ganon's castle, it's like that, but better. Welcome to Skykeep. There's your treasure chest. What's in the treasure chest? Is it the Triforce? Are we done? We're done here. Triforce, speed run, done. Oh, it's the map. Okay, so this entire dungeon is modular. Our first objective is to get the small key. Actually, I don't know if there's multiple solutions. I just know the easiest solution, and that's going to be the solution that I'm going to recommend that you do. For now, all we're going to do is we're going to take this right piece, we're going to move it down, and this middle piece, we're going to move it over, and then we're going to back away. And now if you open up the map, it's going to show you that, hey, yeah, things did move around. The reason that you have these red X's on the map, these are all the locations that you're able to change the room structure. So we did this to clear these two rooms and then adjust rooms around this one. With that being said, the room that we started out in and got the dungeon map, I'm going to refer to this as room 1, this is room 2, and this is room 3. Welcome to Farron Woods again. All of these rooms have a shortcut. This one is here on the left. And after you complete the entire room, you're going to be able to just sort of fast travel through all these, take care of the Dekus. And as soon as we start off, you need to beetle to the other side to release this string. And now we're going to be whipping our way over. Make sure you line yourself up a little bit better than the default. Jump, reach the string, and the other side. Look out for the spiders. Oh boy, do I love dealing with spiders in this game. At least they only take one stab now. Can I engage with this now? Oh, you just shoot that out of the sky. I didn't realize that. Can I shoot these? Oh, you totally can. You can clear all of the obstacles in this room from where you start with the upgraded bow. With all those enemies out of the way, let's go ahead and claw shot up. We're now going to go around this clockwise, and then we're going to claw shot to the next pillar of grass, and then we're going to claw shot to the target. Since we already defeated the fire pups, then we could just glide across. Otherwise, you would have to use your beetle to grab a bomb and then bring the bomb over to the fire pups. We're going to slightly adjust and swing ourselves over to the swing. Take out your gust bellows and use that to create a little momentum between the two platforms. Nice. Now, once we're at the end, we can go ahead and pull the lever. This pull-up bar will release the bars and create a fast travel point, or whatever you call it, backtracking point, between the north end of the room and the west end of the room. Also, feel free to play for the goddess wall over here and save your game if you would like. Actually, while I'm here, I would like some hearts, please. Thanks. By the way, you get 3 hearts if you mess up, but if you specifically draw a heart, then you get a bunch of them. Welcome to room 3, which is the time stone puzzle. Hope you love time stones. As you make your way through, there's going to be some electric bokoblins, which you know how much I love electric-based enemies. We're going to bring this on to the next room, down the staircase. Watch out for the Guardian. I know why it reminds me of a Guardian. This little piano tune that it plays right now. Really, the one Guardian that it's possible for me to get all the rupees and it drops a single one? You're not going to be able to bring the time shift stone upstairs, so just leave it down here. We're going to go up the stairs, and there's going to be a pull-up bar for us to pull, and there's going to be a nice little item elevator where we could just go, toss it over, and it's going to be brought up. We'll see you on the other side, buddy. Stand on this to release it. Let's pick it up and continue on to the next area. Okay, on here, we're going to take the time shift stone. We're going to put it down. We're going to use the gust bellows. We're going to walk forward. We're going to then continue using the gust bellows, blowing the blue side. Stepping on the switch will release that door. Again, continue blowing the blue side. Once you get all the way to the end, you're going to be seeing a arrow target on the wall. And once you get to the very end, you can just pull the pull-up bar and that will bring it all the way to you. Or use the gust bellows for the last little bit, whatever you want to do. Okay, this room. Pfft, I hate this room. Okay, so we now understand how the item elevator works, right? We throw that in there and then it moves back and forth. It's going to resurrect some Beamos. Have fun defeating these Beamos efficiently without losing any hearts. I'm going to recommend waiting until the ball makes it all the way to the other side and you defeat the second Beamos. Once the Beamos is defeated, which it is defeated, it's just in pastime right now, you're going to notice that there are arrow targets on the wall that only become accessible during olden times. So, this whip will change the direction of the escalator that it's on. I don't know what it's called. It's like one of those airport escalators that doesn't actually bring you up in height. Instead, it just brings you along a flat plane. We have those in America. You know how lazy we are. For all my international friends out there. But yeah, you need to do this and shoot all 5 of the targets. Once all 5 of the targets are hit, that's going to open up the door. And I don't think we need the time shift stone anymore. And now, you're going to be seeing another puzzle. Okay, from here, there are 7 moves we need to make. The top middle room to the middle, the top left to the top left to the top left, bottom left to middle left, bottom middle to bottom left, middle to bottom, and the left room to the middle. Doing this will make it so that we can go this way. We'll be tracing our steps back from room 3, back to room 2, and instead of room 1, now we have what I'm going to be referring to as room 4 and room 5. Room 5 is going to have a key for us, and a place that we can move these around. So now to unlock the backtrack, right next to the item elevator, we're going to pull down this lever, and that's going to unlock the backtrack that was right next to where the time stone was. Which is Elden themed, yay! We're going to start off, make our way to the left, watch out for the choo-choos. And there's going to be a crawl space that we can crawl into. The left room is going to have 1 single bomb in the middle. Feel free to use this to restock your bombs. Once you're all restocked, we're going to bomb roll straight forward. And we're just going to go through straight. Here there's going to be a burrow spot, a big red switch, and nothing more that we can do here. So we're going to backtrack. We're going to crawl through those spaces again. And where there was previously a large locked red gate, there is no longer. Here is a dark Lizalfo. Could you get away from the pool of lava? When I kill you, I don't want you to go into it. Thanks, guy. Here's going to be a fun little thing. One, there's going to be some bomb basketball walls over here. And that's going to reveal a crystal. Do not hit that first one that you bombed and that you opened up. Next, there's going to be some bomb bowling for you to do. And I believe it was as close as possible here. Let's just do straight. Yeah, there we go. That's going to reveal a crystal at the bottom. We're now also going to be going down this way on top of that door. While we're down here, we're going to hit this one. Crawling up to the top here, you're going to see that there's going to be a bomb inside of all of this bamboo. Now we're going to take out a bomb, place it down, wait until it's about to explode. You might be able to land that on the ledge. Beautiful execution. Good job, Austin. Flawless victory. Now we're going to use the beetle to grab the bomb and a tight turn left. Well, as tight as the beetle can turn. Bomb these trees. And we're going to do it once again because there is a basketball wall that we need to open up. Be sure to use the ZL look down feature to target it just right. And now another crystal has appeared. Somewhere in this dungeon there's a sign that tells you, oh, there's the sign. We didn't read the sign. Okay, the sign says that you need to hit the bottommost one, and then the middle one, and then the top one, but it's slightly more cryptic than that. But it's fine, because I'm just telling you what it says, and even if we were to read the sign anyways, this would be the answer. So, there you go. We already hit the bottom one with our sword, and now we hit the middle one and the top one. That's going to go ahead and open up these iron bars. There it is. Seek the gemstones that sleep behind each statue. If you strike them in order from lowest to highest, the door will open. Okay, it wasn't as cryptic as I remembered. In our next room, there's going to be an additional burrow spot. It's actually going to be the same burrow area. And now, with this bomb, you can actually, I guess, make a fast travel point between the two. You need to progress forward and hit it a second time. Here's another fun little challenge for us. You need to hit the bomb, sprint down, sprint left, sprint up, hit it a second time. That will then get rid of this rock at the top left. It's times like that that make you realize how long the timer on those bomb flowers actually lasts. But now we're gonna hit this blue switch, the door is going to move once again, and we're going to exit through the hole that we came in here with. Heading out and looking to the right, you're going to see the gate has moved once again. There's going to be some skulls, probably some hearts or other helpful items, and a second different burrow spot. As soon as you enter, it's going to be locked behind you. And I believe this is, yes, 2 of the centipedes. But again, these guys are not hard because they cannot hurt you. Now you can literally just stay here, wait for him to see you again. Ow, I was a little too close that time. Swipe at him, go right back, taunt him. He's gonna see you, move away, and hit his butt. Nice. The same rule applies for this worm as well, because he's never going to be going this left path. This music is way too intense for the limited actual movement that you can do. Instead, he ran that way, but presented me the opportunity to defeat him. So that's weird. And at the top right of the room is going to be an exit for us. And ta-da, it's another puzzle. This puzzle, we're actually not going to be utilizing it right now. Instead, we're going to be pulling down this lever, which is going to be opening these bars. And when it does, it creates the fast travel point between where we entered and where we're going to be exiting. I believe one of these has a fairy. It does. And the north exit is going to be bringing us to room number 5, which I believe is... This one has a unique name. Okay, on the sand ship, the captain was LD-002S Skirvo, and now you're going to be facing LD-003 Dreafuse, which I believe functions exactly the same as the battle with Skirvo. And I think that's the reason I remember the Skirvo battle so much, because you actually do it twice. Except this one starts with an electric prod rod. Oh, make sure you have your shield ready. You gonna try to hit me, dog? Ow. Whenever he's off balance, that's your time to strike and really get some hits in. Oh, hate electric-based enemies. Unlike Skirvo, when you deflect a hit, he is going to have that electrified weapon ready. And if you hit that in that direction, you obviously get electrified. Nice. He drops one sword, he grabs a different sword. Run to the middle to initiate combat. Careful, he's going to do 2 attacks. After the second time that he goes down, he's then going to start swinging his torso. Again, much smaller playing field than before. And I got electrocuted, and then he hit me with the spin attack. Good thing I got the sturdiest shield in the game, right guys? Is that enough? One more hit? There we go. Nice. And Dreafuse is gonna fall to his defeat. Feel free to use your beetle to go around the room and collect some hearts if necessary. 5 hearts in total. Nice. And we use our claw shots to reach the other side of the room. Here there's going to be a chest with a small key. And now we are going to be going through this door, which is going to present us with another stone. And over here is going to be another stone. So what we are going to be doing, we're currently in the middle room right now. So all we're going to be doing is taking all of the rooms and rotating them counterclockwise around the room that we are currently in. That way we have the green room on the left. What do the Brits call it? I think they call it anti-clockwise. Yeah. And this is going to present us with room number 6, which has a Triforce piece. And this room is going to be based off of the basement of the cistern. This is going to be a room that requires the key that we just got. Perfect timing. He's going to say, hey, look over there. It definitely looks like a place that you could get part of the Triforce. And look, there's a room that requires a key. It's a good thing we already made all these discoveries on our own, right? This room, there's going to be a moblin in front of you. You know how to get past moblins, right? Bad news is, you have to defeat them. But with the fully upgraded Master Sword, you should be able to just swipe away at them, and they will be defeated. So after you run on top of them, swipe their butt a whole bunch of times back and forth, and they fall. Don't get caught under the bellies. Then, this door will open up. The second trial has a lot of archers. So many archers. You are safe if you hide here on the left. I believe you're safe, don't quote me. Take out your bow. Okay, my gyro didn't work that well. Start sniping them out. Do I kill blue bokoblins with a single bow? Oh, I do, look at that, that's neat. I mean, a single arrow. Ow. Okay, was wrong. They could shoot through the eyes over here, or the little gaps in the chain. Did not realize it was that accurate. But you actually don't need to initiate combat with any of them. You just use your bow and arrow. There is one guy right up here. After this, you're going to have yourself some Stalfos. They go down very easily with the fully upgraded Master Sword, and the room is cleared. You're going to see some skulls on the floor. Destroy those for some hearts, maybe some arrows. I should have probably picked up the arrows that all those bokoblins were dropping for me, but I did not, and that's fine. And we're going to be heading to the final room of this room. Sub-room of this room. And here, once again, we have a Stalmater. However, this Stalmater also has cursed bokoblins. First, take care of all the cursed bokoblins, because they can be a very big pain. Are these defeated by sword swings, or do I need to jump on them? I need to jump on them. But yeah, defeating these guys now is going to be much easier than trying to take down the Stalmater, and he is going to be running around faster after you hit him a few times. Ooh, these guys might drop hearts. Look at that. Okay, now that we have all of the cursed bokoblins out of the way, we can now take on the Stalmater. Your shield parry will cause his arms to fall off, which I did not have my shield last time I took on a Stalmater, because I was using the cursed metal, and there was a lot of questions in the comment section asking why I didn't just use my shield. But the people who were playing along and following along and paid attention to the video, they answered, and you guys are the real MVPs. Thank you for that. Also, really big thank you. Comment section, if there's ever a question about something, you always answer in a very respectful manner, and then the person acknowledges it, and you guys are just wholesome, and I just want to say, I love you so much, and thank you for having one of the best comment sections here on YouTube. His helmet is off, and now he's going to be a simple defeat. Done. Oh, he dropped a fairy for us. How nice. And now, we got our prize for defeating another mini-boss. Hi, Fee. You have reached the mark. Offer your sword to it. If you do this, I calculate a high probability you will be shown the way to the part of the Triforce. Okay, let's ready our sword and thrust it. I said, thrust it. Whoa, it's like we're in the spirit realm. And here's part of the Triforce. Crazy looking building. We got the Triforce of Courage. 2 more pieces to go. Pull the lever, and there we go. We only have one exit, and that's going to be backtracking into the room with the stone. So let's go ahead and do that. Back at the stone tablet, we are going to be doing the exact same thing. We're just going to move all the rooms counterclockwise until this red room is on the left. And this is going to be room number 7. If we head back out the same way that we entered this room again. Is this the volcano one? Yep, sure is. All the way at the end of this room, which is sort of a puzzle more than a challenge or a battle, there's going to be a part of the Triforce. That's cool. Before you start, grab the Tough Beetle and send it out. You're then going to see a stone up here. We have to trigger this to open up the flow of lava. And now with that initiated, we're going to drop some water, make some obsidian. There's going to be some keys. Just hold down the Z button, swing appropriate times. There are 6 in total. Afterward, oh, sorry, 7. Thought there were 6. Afterward, you're going to be seeing this plant over here. You need a time hitting that plant and jumping over. I'm going to recommend not using the beetle. If you have some Deku seeds, might as well use the scatter shot, not using it for anything else in this game ever again. And I would say just as when you're starting to approach the gap is a good time to shoot. Now you need to run directly straight. There we go. It's sort of a tight fit. And now, with the scatter shot again, you're going to see a crystal on top. Hit the crystal. That's going to stop this line's flow of lava. This moves very slowly. So, you had lots of time. Don't be impatient. Wait until you can jump. Wait until it's nice and perpendicular. There we go. Now we're going to pull this. That's going to give us fast access to where we came from. Now, before we hop in the water once again, we're going to set off our beetle. And above here is another statue with another thing that we have to hit. That's going to stop the flow of lava from that direction and initiate the flow of lava from that direction. Super as simple as that. Make some obsidian. It's in the lava. Can I use the scatter shot for these keys? Sure can. Not very effective, but I can. Same thing. Wait until we're lined up. Shoot the water. Make some new obsidian. Run at it as straight as possible. This is now going to flow ever so slowly. If you've ever been to Disney World, you may remember the ride It's a Small World and how slow of a boat ride that is in beautiful, humid Florida. That's about the same pace that we are traveling on this piece of obsidian. Take your time, relax, do some breathing exercises, do it with me. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Once we are on this piece of obsidian, we're going to take out the beetle. We're going to shoot it off. We're going to get a silver rupee, because rupees are so helpful at this point in the game. We're then going to launch him again above that statue that we just came from, and that's going to change the flow of lava. That is now going to make it so that if we initiate this water, that is going to flow. If you didn't do that, it would just sink into the lava. I know, because I just did it. Okay, this section, very simple. We're just going to run up here. We're going to bomb the cursed frog. With the frog defeated, we're going to take out the claw shot. There used to be a thing that if you tried to claw shot too early, you would actually get stuck on that brown part. So just take your time. And something that actually can happen, you need to realize that this is the floor piece for the Triforce. Yeah, you can actually just walk completely over it and not realize that it's there. So just make sure you're ready for it. And boom, piece of the Triforce. Just one more piece to go. After you pull up this pull-up bar, this is going to be the exit in case there's a room progression, but we don't have a room progression, so we're just going to climb up the vines, which is going to provide a backtracking path, a pull-up bar that I accidentally already pulled, and we're going to hop down. This is going to make it so we can backtrack. Backtracking back to the stone tablet. In order for us to get into the part of the last Triforce room, we're actually going to be entering this room right here. And it's going to make it easy because this has a control panel on it. And we're once again just going to be rotating all the rooms counterclockwise until that room is going to be on our left side and we can enter it. That, of course, being the room with exits on the top and the right side. And then we just drag that over, and perfect. If you look at your map, that's going to be the north exit is going to be back to room 1, and then, simple enough, to room 8. And exiting this way is going to be the final room of the temple. And it's going to be a Lineru puzzle! Another time shift stone. We love those. First order of business, murder sand frogs. We're going to run over and grab the time shift orb. I'm going to recommend that we come over here and we just take care of these enemies, because otherwise they're going to pop up at random times when we don't want them to. Okay, with these enemies defeated, first order of business. We're going to take the time shift orb and we're going to be putting it on top of this. weird little rug looking thing, which is specifically this north side of the main room. Now with that in place, we can run to the middle. There's going to be some arrows in these barrels in case you need them. And we're going to run to where the time shift orb was previously located. And we're going to shoot the arrow target. That will then open the door down below. Make your way back to the time shift orb. Pick it up, and we're going to be entering this north door. In here, there's going to be some Deku's. Now we have to take the time shift orb, and we have to put it in this corner of the room. When you do it correctly, this piece of wall goes away, and this fan stops spinning. Now we have access to this arrow target, which is going to open the topmost door. Backtrack with the time shift orb back to the main room. We're going to bring the time shift orb next to the pedestal that we found it on. Progress a little bit further. And right here is going to be a platform that we can jump onto. Jump to the next one. And then all you have to do is take it and throw it down. Okay, you're going to abandon it. We're going to take out the claw shots. Claw shot over. And then we could walk it to the room. Ready our sword, and thrust it. And fantastic, this is the third and final piece of the Triforce. The Triforce is complete. With its power, you have the ability to make Zelda's wish of vanquishing Demise a reality. We're then fast traveled outside. They play Zelda's lullaby in the background, which is pretty cool. The Triforce erupts from our body, floats in the air, right in front of the goddess crest. No, this isn't. No, this is the Great Fairy Fountain theme. Why is this playing here? That's weird. I believe at this juncture a prayer is required. The ultimate goal we have traveled so far is now within reach. Focus now and wish with all of your might for the destruction of Demise. So what you're saying is the Triforce works like a birthday wish. I just close my eyes, I don't tell anyone, and I wish really hard. Got it. Yeah, we wished the 3 triangles would touch, and they did. Oh no. Oh no. The sky is falling. And now, something so great. This entire chunk of Skyloft is going to plummet down right on top of Demise, the evil king, who was cursed and sealed away as the imprisoned. And using the power of the Triforce, we were able to seal him underground forever. Boom, that's what it looks like when he dies, he evaporates. We defeated Demise, we could go rescue Zelda, and done, right? Right, Fee? Could we also point out the citizens of Skyloft were just like, oh yeah, I guess we're losing a part of the island, that's cool. These people who do not know how their island stays afloat, and they don't ask questions about it, and then part of it is no longer staying afloat. How does that work? Hey, Groose is there at the bottom left. Was he always there in the original version and it was just way too low resolution to see? Master Austin J, I have news. I have confirmed that the Isle of the Goddess, which is formerly a part of Skyloft, has returned to the surface. Spoiler alert, thanks, Fee. Furthermore, I've detected the successful eradication of Demise. Your prayers to the Triforce have been heard, just like a birthday wish. In light of these factors, the seal Zelda maintained through her long sleep is no longer necessary. My projections indicate she will wake momentarily. Yeah, that sounds great! I advise you to make your way to the sealed temple as soon as possible. Whee! Zelda, I'm home! Where you been? Oh, I know. You been crystal sleeping? Well, me too. You got some splaining to do. This ain't about me, it's about you. Everything saying ain't true. I never trust a goddess born as a girl because you're trying to trick me too. Zelda? Here's a crazy thought. What happens if they were to bring a time shift orb into that room? You know? Would that just, wake her up out of the sleep? Zelda, you did it. Or Hylia? I don't know what you want to be called anymore. I like how purple your shoes and bracelets are. And hair things? Hair nets? Oh, I would feel pretty faint too if I slept for a couple thousand years. Good morning, Austin J. I promised I was coming back for you, boo. Oh, she can walk now. She's fine. Congratulations, we did it! We beat the entire game by defeating the final dungeon with no final boss whatsoever. Isn't that so great? Groose is so excited to see her. I think it's funny that Link got such a resolution update, but Groose didn't. He goes up and hugs Granny. Why are you playing Zelda's lullaby? She's awake now. We don't want her to go back to sleep. Do you think it's one of those things like a vacation that... Oh! Diamonds! I know who has diamonds. It's Diamond Pants. Oh, he has many cross stitches on him now. This is all very touching, really, but I'm afraid I have to cut this emotional moment short. It's best for everyone if you forget about your friend. The little goddess is mine now. Oh, he can make things levitate. Did not know he had that power. My master may have perished in this age, but in the past he lives yet. I'm taking the girl back through that gate to help me revive the Demon King. You've been so adorably dodged in your quest to get in my way, and as much as it's delighting me, I can no longer tolerate you nipping at my heels. Austin J. Link. Defeat him. You can do it. You know, boy, you've really pushed me too far. The moment I sweated and bled for is at hand. I don't even have time to grind my heel into a worm like you. Not now. Oh. Where'd he go? Oh. Groose. Link, are you, what happened? Why did you fall down? I don't understand that at all. Stand down. You're in my way. And the sight of your appalling hair makes my gorge rise? Gorge? I don't know that word. Oh, it's a French word that means throat. Okay. It makes his throat rise. Oh, like he's gonna throw up. Got it. Oh. He just roundhouse kicked Groose and Impa. I mean, the old lady. You've done a fine job of spoiling my plans to revive the Demon King in this age, so I see no point in dwelling here. Is he just gonna walk through casually? But the past, oh, the past, so full of possibilities, I shall resurrect him there with the divine soul of this golden-haired girl. Well, we're gonna wrap up this video of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword 100% walkthrough. If you found it helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. And in our next episode, we're gonna be taking on the very end of the game, because apparently we defeated the horrible evil, but in the past, the evil still exists. Great. Till next time, Austin John out.